I'm on. Not a bad little fish.
Alright everyone, welcome to the first episode of Looking for Lizards. So this is going to be a series where it's going to be kind of my journey to catching a really big flathead land-based. So this is going to be the first episode of that. So today we're here at the marina, flicking the 2.5-inch Z-Man grub. They say that when the water's colder, the flathead feed on smaller baits, so hopefully a big flathead will still eat this tiny little grub. Anyway, let's get flicking and see if we can pull up some flathead. Alright, so here's a little grub we're going to be using. Also some squidgy scent on there, best factor, a little bit of that. All right, so I've already seen some fairly big flathead lies around here, which is a good sign. They say that big fish hang around marinas, so a lot of weed I can see. Bit of sand over here. It's really windy today, so the only reason I'm fishing at this marina is because there's a strong northerly wind, and this is one of the only spots I could find out of the wind. That was a good cast. The only issue I could think of with this spot is that the boat traffic might scare a lot of fish, but in saying that, I haven't seen a boat yet and it's a Saturday, so maybe the wind's kept them off the water. That's a flathead lie right here. There's the end of it. There's the start of it, so that's a decent fish. So they are around. Snagged. What the hell are we snagged on? It's a rope or a pot. I felt it move. Oh, have one on. That was a decent one. I felt him and then he spat it out. Oh, on. Got him this time. Got him this time, guys. Hey, you weren't getting away from another time. Oh yeah, it's a decent little flatty, this one. First flatty of the series. Let's go. How's that? He's had 3 cracks at that. First flatty of the series, and he's a good little fish as well. Let's have a look at these lies and see if he matches any of them. So there's a lie right there. And that fish almost, oh, maybe he's a little bit too small for that lie. That lie right there, he could fit in perfectly. Anyway, that's the first fish of the series. A little fella. Road to a lizard. Where's your mum? Or grandma. Anyway. Off he goes. Off like a rocket. Alright, so currently my biggest flathead is 72.5 centimeters, I think, or 73. So the goal with this series is going to be to get one over 80. That's just going to be the plan. So I don't know how long it's going to take or when we'll eventually crack it, but over 80s, that's what we want. That's our goal. So we're coming up to some oyster racks soon, so pretty keen to, oh, we're on again. Second flatty. Same spot as the other one. Look at that, another, oh, he's not bad. Get a load of that. Another little flatty. He's a 30. Oh, maybe not. No, he's not. He's 25. Maybe not. He's 20. Now, these are the guys who will spike you. And I hate it. I've been spiked 100 times this week. Off you go. That's 2 fish from this one little area right here. Series is off to a flyer. Cast it in the same spot again. Can't be 3 fish. School of flathead, you don't hear that every day. All right, so if any of you watching are good at chasing big flathead or have caught some big flathead, feel free to give me some tips in the comments below. And also if you have any lure recommendations like bigger plastics, maybe hard body lures, then also leave them in the comments below as well. So any help's appreciated. Get it right out there. On again. Another small one, I think. Got to get him over these weeds. He's in the weeds. Oh, what is that? It's a foul-hooked brim. Jeez, I'm good at this fishing game. Look at that. Monster brim. Alright, PB brim. Look at that, donkey. Off he goes. How did I even manage that? They're real timid today. You know, fish are timid when they eat it. Well, they have one hit at it, and then the next cast they have another hit at it. And then eventually they have a proper go at it. That's how you know they're timid. I reckon this cast, we are on. Told you we're on. This cast, I knew it. Called it. He's only a little fella, I think. Oh, he's alright. Yeah, he's a little fella. He ran straight for the weeds. Here's another small one. Told ya. Fourth little flathead. All small, but where there's small ones, there's eventually got to be big ones. You're almost there. There he goes. And he's off. That's the good thing about using smaller plastics. Like, you'll come across the small ones, but I've been told when the water's colder, you'll also catch big ones on tiny little baits. So I've also been told that a lot of the jewfish which have been caught have just been full of white bait that big, so the fish have been feeding on small baits as well. We're on. Oh, this is a better fish. This is a much better fish. My drag's so tight. That's a beautiful little, oh, he's not even pinned. Oh, get him up, he's not even hooked. Oh, he's up. That fish was not even hooked. Yeah, he's not even hooked. Have a look at that. I just saw that. Beautiful little flathead. That's what we're talking about. I had my drag so tight because I had a snag on. I forgot to loosen it. So here he is right here. First good little flathead of the series. He's probably a 35, 40 centimeter model. So first decent fish of the series. So let's let him go. Off he goes. Good little fish. All right, so that's gonna do us at this spot. It started raining, as you can see. So we just fished the low tide here. It's a couple hours past now, but I'm gonna go down the river, and the tide's a little bit later down there, so we'll get some of that low tide as well. And we better get out of here. It's starting to rain. All right, good morning everyone, and welcome back to the start of a new series. This series is going to be looking for a land-based lizard, so I'm going to be trying to catch a flathead over 80 centimeters from the land, and that is going to be the goal. So today I'm just going to explore some new area. So I've gone into this little pretty much unfished, no one around, only bush little area, and we want to explore the whole bank along here and hopefully catch some flathead along the way. But this is going to mark the start of the series. As you can see, it's a nice little area which we've chosen. A lot of tree cover on the water, muddy. Looks pretty fishy to me. I actually found this area last night and I caught like 6 flathead here in 20 minutes or something, so does not seem to be any flathead around here, unlike last night where there was just little flathead everywhere. I think I caught 3 in 3 casts at one point. Alright, I reckon we'll move down. Oh, I'm on. Never mind, not moving. Only little fella. Yeah, he's only small. That's the first flathead of the morning. Thought I had a bite before. Oh, that's a brim. Oh, we've got a brim. And it's just, oh, there's another, look at that big one. Oh, there's a big brim chasing him. First fish of the morning is a little brimbo. Have a look at that. Not a bad little brim either. Take a look at that. These would be the fish would have, this is what I saw feeding on the fish out there. Hey, brimbo. Awesome. He's inhaled that grub. There's a look at that brim.
Not a bad little fish. Let's get him going. See you, little mate. Good way to start the morning off with a Brembo. It's funny, I've spent a long time trying to target them, and then as soon as I stop targeting them, I get one. It's kind of with everything I do now. Alright, next spot coming up. Falling down timber. Mud. Sounds like flathead to me. Always put a cast in before you fully walk up, just in case. Alright, we'll put a little bit more S factor on, see if we can entice another Brembo maybe. Hopefully we get a flathead though. It's definitely an area where flathead will sit, and I know flathead sit here because I caught some the other night. Can't get a much better sign than that. Oh, on. First cast this new little area. Let's see if it's a flatty or a brim. Could be a Brembo, this one. Maybe a brim. It is another little brim. We're smashing the brim. Fucking serious? What a head. Alright, well, another little brim. Fucking moron. Look how close he went to the bank. He's in mud. Alright. That's a fat little brim. Second little brim of the morning. We're on fire with the Brembos. Chuck him back. On. On again. This could be a flathead, this one. Not doing anything. Yeah, this is a flathead. Oh, it's a brim. Another one following him. Third brim of the morning. There we go. Take a look at that. Nice little brim. Third one of the morning. They're just smashing these grubs. Off he goes. Oh, that was not gentle, but he's off. They're just smacking this 2.5 inch grub. Absolutely smacking it. Oh, brim, something just jumped out there. Send a cast out there. Oh, there they go, look at them busting up. Right near him. Not on him, but near him. On. Look at that, I just cast near the bust up. And on. How funny is that? I don't know what this is, maybe another little brim. I just cast near the feeding fish. And we just hooked up to one. Tiny little brim. Yeah, another little brim. Fourth one of the morning. Another little brim. Off he goes. Alright everyone, so this is going to be the end of the first episode of Looking for Lizards. So as you saw, we only managed some smaller fish. I mean, we got a couple around 40 centimeters, so it's not too bad, but we didn't get any real big ones, which is what we're after. So if you have any suggestions or any tips and tricks or any lures or soft plastics which you want to see me use in this series, comment them below and I'll try to get around to using them. As always, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe for more videos below, and I'll see you in the next one.